just like the way that white gravy goes down my throat.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Josh here, and welcome back to another episode of the Corner Table Podcast. I am back, and here today we have the other reoccurring host for this time around. So Mattson's not here, but we got our other reoccurring host. So we got Blue Panic in the house or at the table, I should say, for this podcast. So, Jana, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing really great. I got a lot of funny things that I want to talk about because
You,
it's just stuff that I don't think. Well, it's like a couple things that I don't think I've seen anybody else talk about, and it's really something that's been on my mind.
Oh, really? Well, I've had something on my mind. I wanted to wish you a happy Halloween.
Well, you too, man. Boo.
Boom. Happy Happy Halloween. It's Halloween. Yeah, we are recording the
Halloween.
podcast a little late in the month, even though this is a monthly podcast. Um we're hanging on by the strings here, so we had to get this episode out real quick. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. So I guess Jaden wanted to do another Halloween special, because that's now become the meme on my channel. I guess it's just doing Halloween specials because half of them have talked about Halloween. So can I tell you something about Halloween that maybe not Halloween, but something that really just kind of just like butters my biscuits,
Grind your gears.
chaps my ass. Yeah. Um. So it's almost Halloween. We're in October, but this is stuff that's been going on since September, maybe even August in some places. It's the people that put out the Christmas decorations this early.
I was just that was my whole topic.
I figured that's what it was. That's why I'm talking about it.
And it's again, and it's still funny that you bring it up though, because that's why I wanted to talk about it. I went to Big Lots the other day. You been to Big Lots?
I've not been to a Big Lot recently, I would say, but I know what you mean. Yeah, one of those kinds of stores.
So me and my mom were at Big Lots, and she was trying to show me the Halloween decorations, and she goes, "Go over to the next aisle." And mind you, we've just really gotten into the main part of the aisles, and when I say that, I mean like the parts that have like usually the seasonal things, like stuff for
Mm-hmm.
your garden and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. She goes, "Look at this whole aisle of Halloween stuff. Now go over there." And so I went around the corner. That whole aisle was nothing but Thanksgiving and Christmas, and this was 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god. Well, I gotta say,
Yeah,
there's gotta be some kind of like threshold here. Christmas stuff should not be out before Halloween. Halloween, there you gotta have the Halloween stuff. Don't have anything Christmas until November 1st. Then you can do anything Christmas you
I,
want.
I always told my mom. I said the way I see it is because it's kind of a thing where you put Christmas and Thanksgiving together
Hmm.
almost. Because like after Thanksgiving is Black Friday, and then like the next thing is Christmas. It's kind of like it's just right there.
Yeah, you can
So
you can put those
I've
two
always,
together.
yeah, that's what I've always thought. Like I said, I can understand if they do it at the beginning of November, maybe mid-November, do some Christmas stuff. That makes sense. It gives you time to to prepare for it because it's like right there.
Right.
But not in October. Like it's such a weird thing to go into into a store looking for Halloween decorations, and then you just see Christmas like all over.
Yeah, it's a little too much. Like people, you're gonna get your Christmas decorations. It will come, but you don't need them in August. You don't. You really don't. And the same kind of goes for Christmas music too. I absolutely love Christmas music, but it should not start before Halloween. I mean, there's enough
All I want for Christmas
like
is you.
let us play some Halloween songs first, and then November 1st, you better hear Mariah Carey singing in the distance, and then Michael Bublé is on his way right after her. Like you can hear those two. November 1st, you can hear them in the distance.
And don't forget the man himself, Bruce Springsteen. That dude, Santa Claus is coming to town. That
Uh,
shit bops every
I'm not
Christmas.
gonna forget, but I'm sticking with my two. Obviously, Mariah has all I want for Christmas is you, a certified banger, bop, jam, whatever you want to call it. That is
That
the
one,
top Christmas music. There is top
that one
Christmas
that
song.
goes
What?
that one.
No. Baby, all I want for Christmas is you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that right after it goes.
I don't wanna. Yeah, okay. We already know.
Yeah,
And then
that
Michael
song.
Bublé, he has the voice of an angel. I've said it for years. Um, but yeah, his entire Christmas album, certified bop. No skips. No skips. Uh,
Doesn't Beyonce have a Christmas song? Or am I thinking about Carrie?
Probably think of Mariah Carey. I don't know if Beyonce has. I mean, she probably sings some, but I don't know if she has like her own Christmas song.
You know, and actually, since we're on this topic real quick of Christmas songs, you know who I think would be the queen of Christmas songs if she was still here?
If she was still here, okay, so it's someone that's died. Are you gonna go with Whitney Houston?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know about you. I think she would be the queen of Christmas songs
You think so?
if she was still here. I think so.
Because Mariah
I,
Carey
I,
has
I
that job on lock right now. She has that on lock. The key has been thrown
that's what
away.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like if Whitney Houston was still here, I think it would either be like a tie between them, or I think Whitney would have it.
Let me see if she has a
Like
Christmas
Mariah
song.
Carey is good, but Mariah Carey has never made me cry when I hear that high note of um, "I'll always love you." Like that, that should make me cry.
Really? Okay. Well, actually, hold on.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston does have a Christmas album.
Does she?
I think it says One Wish, the holiday album. What was it? Released
Wow.
2003.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised she has an album, but I mean, like, if she was still alive, though, like, people would title her as like she holds Christmas songs. I think that's what I think.
Yeah. They might. Um, but one of the so I don't know if you know her, but Tori Kelly. Have you ever heard Tori Kelly?
I want to say that the first name sounds familiar, but I don't want to. I might be thinking about somebody else.
Did you ever watch Sing, like the animated movie Sing?
Yes,
Okay, she was
yes.
the elephant.
Okay, that's probably where I remember. That movie was pretty good.
It was a pretty good
I don't
movie.
know how I feel about Sing 2. I haven't seen it,
I haven't
or if,
seen
if
that
it's out
either.
already, but it's out, right?
I think I don't know. But what I was gonna go into it um, is oh no, Sing 2 releases at Christmas time.
I mean, just from the trailer, like I don't know. I don't. I'm not excited for it.
I don't think I've seen the trailer. I
I'm
have to watch
I'm
that later.
I'm not personally excited for it. It just doesn't feel. It doesn't feel rewarding to go see it.
Mm.
If that makes any sense. Like
Yeah,
if I go see this, I'm not gonna feel like, or like just in general, I don't feel like, oh man, I gotta see this because I've seen the first one. It's like, nah, the
it's something
first
you can
one
wait
should have
on.
just been. Yeah, like if it's on TV,
Yeah,
maybe
you
I'll
watch
catch a
it.
few scenes of it. But I gotta say, I was actually blown away when I first saw Sing, like the first one.
Hmm.
That's a really good movie. That's a really good movie.
I thought it was pretty good. What I was gonna say is so probably since I don't know. This has probably been like at least 4 years now. Um, I don't know. I think I was listening to some like her songs just like randomly, and then I saw that she had a few like Christmas songs that she just had like posted on YouTube or whatever. She has like my favorite version of Silent Night. She did it like a cappella, no music at all. I think I wanted to cry when I listened to it. And then she had like two others, I think, just posted on YouTube randomly. I'm like, and for like 2 or 3 years, like every season, I'm like, all I want is a Tori Kelly Christmas song or a Christmas CD. That's all I want. I've said it like every year. I'm like, this girl needs a Christmas album like immediately. Like she would be so good. And a year ago, she released one. I was so happy, and I think I probably got it like pre-order or something, but I got it like as soon as I could, and I think it was pretty. I think it was a pretty good album. She didn't have the version of Silent Night that I liked, but she had a few good versions. I think she could have added in a few other songs like "All I Want for Christmas Is You," maybe a
Since
little
that's one of
basic.
the songs that you're bringing up, actually, I want to say that if, as a singer, if you can do Silent Night but to the point where it doesn't just sound like, oh, it's another person singing the song. Where if you make it sound like this is your song, this is your like, these are words from your like soul.
Hmm.
You are a good singer. I'm just gonna say that right now. Like that's where you know that you hit the peak of like a musical, like a music artist.
Hmm.
Is if you could do a song like Silent Night and make it feel
Like it's yours.
or basically like just in general, like make people feel like, holy crap, these are like this is how they feel like about anything. This is their heart. If you make people feel that, if you give people emotions when you sing a song like that, you've made it. That's what I'm gonna put out right now. And
I,
that's what, and I know I might get a lot of hate if this video, whenever this video does get discovered. But artists from this day and age, I'm sorry, but y'all are good. Like Post Malone's really good.
don't diss Post Malone. I
But
will kick you off the
no,
podcast
no,
right
no,
this
no, no,
second
no,
if you
no,
diss
no, no,
Post Malone.
no, no, no. Wait. I love Post Malone. I
I
was
do
just gonna
too.
say when he does do something like that, he would have hit the peak. But any other musician in this day and age, y'all ain't got it. Some of them are cool. Some of them like Tech Nine. Like I heard him recently. He's
Hmm.
pretty cool. But I don't see him doing something like Silent Night. So for me, he's never gonna meet that. Like he's never gonna be like up there. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I feel like if Post
He'll always
Malone,
be cool.
I feel like
I think
Post,
Post Malone could do it though.
if he came out with a Christmas album, I think my head might explode because I know he could do it. I know he could do it. Did you listen to him
That's what I'm
sing the two
saying.
country
He's
songs
so
earlier this year?
yes.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
he made those songs
He
like
is
his own.
he's so good.
He was so good at
He's
it.
so good. I feel like if he ever does like a Christmas or like at least like or at least like he does like one cover of a song, if it's Silent Night or whatever, like that will for me will cement him as like in for this generation, he is like the greatest musician of our generation.
Like I think he'll go down as a legend. Like he's
Oh,
like he's got it.
definitely.
Like he can do like so much stuff. I feel like he like not like miscellaneous, but like he is so like versatile or like the his different sounds and different like genres of music that he goes like
You know
into.
he's getting a Pokemon card, right?
I feel like I knew about that. I need to get.
Yeah, apparently, music artists who were involved with the 25th anniversary. You know how like through the year they were doing like different stuff with people, or like recently, if you watch the Pokemon channel, they were doing stuff like interviewing musicians and like their experience with the franchise and stuff. People who were involved with it are getting their own like Pokemon card.
Oh really? That's cool. That's cool.
So
I gotta
like
check
Katy
that out.
Perry has one. Post Malone, like they showed pictures of like what his will look like, and they're all full arts too. I don't know if they're going to be in packs, or if they're just going to be given to them. But if they're going to be like limited in packs, dude, that'd be like the best thing to pull.
Oh yeah. I've seen these. I've seen these. Yeah, his
Just
card is like go
imagine
for
like,
so much money.
dude, just imagine. I'm gonna go to Family Dollar real quick. Oh hey, you guys got Pokemon cards? Let me give me a quick pack real quick. A $1 pack, and you pull a reverse hollow like a Nidoran, and then you're like, ah, this ain't gonna be much then. And the next card is a full art Post Malone V, like that. That'd probably be the best pull in history.
I'd probably sell my soul to get that card.
I'm actually I'm trying to get some more celebrations because my brother just recently opened up, well not opened up, but he finally like established his own real estate business after like years of trying to fight to be a realtor.
Hmm.
And I want to like he's never had my brother is whenever my birthday comes around, my brother's exactly 10 years older than me.
Oh really?
So yeah. So because he was born in '88 and I was born in '98. So once my birthday comes around, we're like 10 years apart. And so he was around like when Pokemon cards were like the hottest. And like when they first came out, he was there. He played blue and all that shit. His yellow cartridge is still over here at the house.
Really?
Um, he's got a binder. He's got one of those old school binders that were made to look like the Pokedex.
Oh,
So
that's
he's
pretty
like
cool.
he was like legit. He was legit. He's got all these cards, Gen 1 cards, G2 cards, but he never had a Hollow Zard.
Hmm.
So I thought, you know what? I want to congratulate him with the realtor thing and being able to open up his own real estate business. I'm trying head and foot to find a 25th anniversary Hollow Zard with perfect borders so
Wow.
I can get to him.
Wow. That's That's gonna be interesting if you can actually get a
Well,
hold of it.
yeah, and because I thought, let me just stick with my original plan of buying evolution boxes and finding Zards. But like, what's better than not only getting him the Zard, but one that marks a specific occasion for the franchise?
Yeah,
You know,
that'd be
it's
cool.
kind of like saying here, not only are you getting the card you never had, but this is kind of like you're getting the Zard on your anniversary of being involved with everything. Because he was there from the beginning. Like
Right.
that's why I want to find it for him. Like, I want to find it and like, just I want to pull it for him. Because a lot of people have been getting Zards with good borders, so it gives me high hopes that I can find one with a good border.
Right. So I hope you get one of those cards for him because I think that's something that's like super special. I think there's like so much meaning behind that. I really hope that works out. That you can.
I do too. I gotta find some more boxes, and we'll just kind of go from there. If you don't mind, I actually have another topic to switch to.
Oh yeah. Well, I feel like we didn't even talk about Halloween. We actually just went right to Christmas. we
Well,
could.
Halloween was like the transition into Christmas,
Yeah,
and it was kind of like just the
it was a
setup
very
for it.
small transition from Halloween to Christmas. We didn't even get into the Halloween stuff. But yeah, we can go to your next thing.
Or you know what? And then we can go full circle with it. I wish Spirit Halloweens weren't pop-up stores.
Yeah, they can be a little wild, you know. Just they see an empty building, and I'm trying to think of like the one meme where it's just like peeking your head around the corner and like it's time. Or what's the guy? He has like the oh my god, he's like rubbing his hands together, and he's like smirking because he knows what's up. You know what I'm talking about?
I feel like I do, but that's what I'm saying. I wish that they weren't pop-up stores, and the reason I say that is because, and I know that the whole reason is because they want to be specifically Halloween, but I wish they weren't pop-up stores because, for example, last year we had one that was like 5 minutes from us. Cool, you can get a costume, and now the closest one to us is like 15 minutes away,
Hmm.
and we have to get off the highway and circle back around. It's like 15, 20 minutes away. And it's like, I wish that's kind of why I wish they weren't pop up stores, or at least if they were, like, if they would be in like the same location each time. Because those buildings are empty like any other time,
Right.
you
Well,
know? Or
the one that I have by like my house, there was a Walgreens there. It was only up for like 2 years or something, like not even that long. And so like that building is vacant for 11 months of the year, and then Spirit Halloween comes in for October, takes over the store, and then by November it's gone again. But like it's always in that same Walgreens that's no longer there, but like the building has been there. Like so that one's been the
Spirit
same spot.
Halloween have like really cool stuff in them. Like I do like going and seeing like kind of props and animatronics they have. So since we came full circle, my next topic I want to talk about. Okay, this is actually something I think we could talk about for a while, but theme songs from children's shows that did not need to hit as hard as they did.
Whoa, this was not on the list, but okay. Okay. I wish you told me this one. I would have prepared so hard for this topic. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Dude, I would have gone into like a full research paper with a bibliography all in MLA citation format.
Well, I bring this up because of one song that I've been listening to recently after like a certain amount of years
Danny Phantom.
because I forgot how good it was, and it was from Disney XD. Do you remember Kicking It?
Yes, I love that show. I love Olivia Holt.
That theme song had no reason to be as good as it was.
No
40
matter how
seconds
much
of
you kick and
greatness.
punch, I'll still be kicking
Yes.
it with you.
Oh my, that song. There's a video where the song is looped for an hour, and it's like the best hour of my life. I don't know why the song had never had a full version, but every time I listen to it, I'm like, this was a Disney show. This was like this song did not need to be this good, but I'm so glad that it is. And the show itself was actually really well done.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show.
The Disney XD was built different, literally, because I
It
saw
really
some
was.
clips where Rudy. Rudy pretty much said the word kill and die in the same sentence.
Hmm.
Disney XD was different.
Yeah, it was a different breed.
It was like, oh my god, like literally the same. It was. I don't remember the specific episode, but it was a clip where Kobe Kingston guest starred as like a fighter, and Rudy said he goes, I'm gonna die, and then he said he's gonna kill me, like in that same sentence. And I was like, oh, this is a kid show. I don't think those kind of words are supposed to be in there, but
Yeah.
it was still good. Like, the entire show was great. I gotta say, I love that show. Mainly because I love martial arts, so it was like really easy to get into. But the song itself, oh my god, that was such a good song. I wish there was a full, or I wish like the people who sang it would come back and like make a full version to it, just so we could have that closure.
Yeah, like it was pretty solid. It was a
Second
top tier.
one, Ben 10, that song did had no reason being as good as it was.
Oh, I forgot about Ben 10.
Like, but Ben 10 is a different breed. You can, it's not like kicking it. You can listen to it and you can like rock out to it. Ben 10, you listen to it and you're like, it makes you want to sit down and really take in what's going on.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Dude, I told you I could have done some research for this one. Could have been prepared.
I'm,
Like Ben, I mean,
I'm,
I
I'm,
kind of
I'm,
remember Ben. And then they
and
did like
I
the
know
little
the
like
second one.
countdown with all the aliens and like the how they animated it
Yes,
differently. That was awesome.
I feel like I'm one of the few people that actually like the live action movies, like all of them. I was completely fine with them.
The what?
The live action movies?
Ben 10 and
Don't
live
tell me you
action.
don't know what those.
Do I remember what the?
Race Against Time and Alien Swarm, I think.
I
I think Race Against Time was supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be a sort of like finale ish, and then they just kind of kept going and they reinterpreted it into the episodes, like animated. And same for Alien Swarm. I think it was supposed to be like a separate adventure, and then they pulled characters and like stuff from there into Ultimate Alien, I think, and they made the movie canon.
I forgot this was a thing. Did I even know
I feel
about
like I'm one of
these?
the few people that was fine. I was completely fine with it with them. They were pretty good.
Huh. I also forgot that people made like a teaser trailer where like they've kept like fan casting Tom Holland to be Ben 10, and he was like, "No, I don't
I would be
want
okay
to
with
be
that.
Ben
I would
10."
be okay with that. I would be okay with that.
I'd be okay with it too. Are you kidding me? Like,
Plus,
he looked good. I mean,
no,
like
no,
looking at the pictures, he looked fine.
the third the third song or show that I wanted to bring into question is one that I know is very dear to you, and you're going to agree with me instantly. Foster's Home did not need to have that good of a song.
Oh my God, there weren't even any words, but you could feel all the emotion in the song.
And then when it slows down, the part that I love of the entire like intro is when it goes soft, when it's like it's going on, everybody's running around, and then when it gets to blue and it's like dun, 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 and it's just so quiet and soft, and then when you see Mac in the background, you're like, oh, it's gonna go down,
Oh, it's
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 about to go
about to.
down, and it just hits so hard.
Oh my God, it really did. It really did. Oh my God,
I don't know why it was that good, but I'm just glad it was that good.
it
I could
really
listen
was.
to that song for hours.
It really was that good. And then you had like chatter. You take the moon and then you take the sun. You take everything that
Completely
seems like
different
fun.
momentum.
What?
Completely different momentum. What was it? What's another one? I'm gonna say it. Powerpuff Girls had a theme song that did not need to be as good as it was.
Oh, Powerpuff Girls. That was pretty clean. Dun 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 dun
It gets you
dun. Dun.
pumped up. That's
Huh?
what it does. It gets you pumped up.
It does get you pumped up. They're like, hell yeah, these little girls are gonna beat the shit out of this little monkey guy here.
And I think this one's kind of arguable, I guess, or debatable. Moreover, I think Johnny Bravo is debatable for being a song that shouldn't. It's kind of like in the middle for me because you
Oh,
think about it and you're like, oh yeah, that was pretty good. And then when you listen to it, it's like this did not need to be that good. But it's kind of in between for me. I don't know about you.
I haven't watched Johnny Bravo in a hot minute. I don't even remember what that theme song was like. Um,
And that's what I'm saying. It's when you listen to it again, it's a debatable one. I probably would put it on there just because it was so good to me.
hmm What
But I
about
think it can very easily be taken off.
there's an what about Ed Ed and Eddie? I feel like that's kind of like Foster's, how there's like no words to it, but it's you just get like the beat the
I'm
entire time.
surprising, and it's gonna be surprising, but it's the same with Johnny Bravo. I think I love Ed and Ed. Like, it's one of my favorite cartoons like ever. It could never be replaced. But the theme song definitely for me is debatable. Like I'll put it up there, but if something better comes along, then yeah, I'll take it off.
Okay, I can respect that. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not saying it's like God tier, but it just kind of like came up to me.
Oh no, it definitely is memorable, no doubt. Like there's nothing that, in my opinion, could top it if I was doing like a personal favorites and not just like
hmm
how the song is in general. If I was doing just like a personal favorite, yeah, it would be number one, no question. Oh, I got one for you. I don't
Oh,
think you'll remember this one though.
okay.
Shaolin Showdown.
Shaolin Showdown. I know the name of it. Is that the guy that's like yellow, and then there's also the cowboy guy?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I didn't really watch that a whole lot, if any,
Really?
really. Not really. Oh, I definitely
No,
did not
it
spell
was a
that
good
right.
show. It was a good show. Um, but like you said earlier, Danny Phantom's another one that didn't have to be as good as it was, but I'm so glad that it is.
Oh, yeah, Danny Phantom. That actually went a little too hard. You know, it that one that
No
one went a
doubt.
little too hard. Like, okay, but it fit though. It definitely fit. I'll
And
give him
now,
that.
since you're watching this one specifically, or at least I think you're still watching it, it's not exactly a cartoon, but it's just because it was in our childhood. I'm gonna say it right now. No, and whoever finds this video can disagree with me. I know how people can be about sub and dub. The first ever, the first 4 Kids Yu-Gi-Oh opening hits so hard. That hits
Ah!
so hard.
It's time to
As much as it's criticized for for people who just like the original version or for people who just prefer they don't prefer the English soundtracks, you cannot deny that the original Yu-Gi-Oh had some bussin' soundtrack.
Dude, that the theme
You
song for
can't
the
deny
original
that.
was lit. Like that is a no skip right there. That is a
You
no
thought
skip.
Pikachu's karaoke had some hits? I got something to show you. Freaking was it No Matter What, the soundtrack that played before Joey and Yugi's duel? Oh,
It's too
that
good.
that that's that soundtrack makes me cry. It actually does. Because they play it during that montage and it makes me cry.
Yeah. I feel like you and I definitely need to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh one day on one of these podcasts. Because I feel like
Oh,
we could go into. I
definitely.
mean, you obviously could go like way into it, and I haven't watched it in a few months. But like, there's some stuff I need
There's
to get
just
off my
so
chest for
much
that
to
show.
love about the original soundtrack. The fact that Pegasus has his own theme song, I don't think it was ever in the show, but there's like on the original soundtrack, he has his own theme song that the person himself sings.
hmm
It's just so cool.
Oh
And if you've seen, I don't know if you saw the first movie, Pyramid of Light,
man, I'm gonna say no. Probably not.
dude. Kind of seen in the main show too. That one hits really good. It's such a like a hacker. I think it's actually called Hacker or something like that on the soundtrack.
Hmm.
That one that's like ding 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 ding, and it's just when and the name goes with him because it's usually plays when he's like on a computer
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
his like kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's so good. Um, Yu-Gi-Oh! Just that first opening theme was so good. You can't
You
deny
can't
it. I think
deny.
it's the only. I think it's the only one of the shows like when they get dubbed that had like a full like 4 minute intro or like a full song
Hmm.
to it.
Well, like a lot of like the
So good.
Pokemon theme songs, like obviously they're like shortened. Like the original one, like that's like an entire full song, but like obviously for the TV show,
Yeah.
they had to like shorten it. But like the first,
What do we have for the show? Like what, 30 seconds, right? And it was like
yeah,
it's like a full 3 minute song.
yeah. But I would say definitely Kanto and Johto, and maybe Hoenn, but definitely Kanto and Johto. Those had full songs that were then just like cut up for the TV show. But like some of those had
You
like
know what?
actual full songs.
I think you and me actually talked about this in our recent verses recording. Battle Frontier did not need to have the song it did.
Yeah, Battlefront.
No, not
Okay,
Battlefront, not Battle Frontier,
Master
Battle Frontier 2. But I mean,
Master
what
Quest.
was it? No. Sinnoh League Victors. That one did not need to be as good as it was,
Wait, are
but
we
I'm
talking Sinnoh League
so
Victors, or are
glad
we
that we
talking
got
about
it.
the first one for Sinnoh?
No, the one where it's like it's about you, it's
It's
about
about
me.
me.
That Sinnoh League Victors is like 20 seconds, but it's like the greatest 20 seconds of my life when
Yeah, it's
I'm listening to it.
that's.
It's so good. I wish it was so much longer, but it's not. It makes me sad.
Oh yeah,
It makes me
this
so
was pretty
sad.
solid. It's about me. I really hope
I
that might be on the
mean,
podcast. I might have to
you
cut that.
can't. I know it sounds like weird for some people, but you can't go wrong if you want to listen to it like the original Pokemon soundtracks. You're gonna have a good time. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, it's too good, too good. I gotta say my favorites. I mean, I haven't been in the groove because like a lot there. I usually get into like grooves where like I just listen to like everything up
Hmm.
to Sinnoh. Well, and the first theme song in Sinnoh, I'll just like listen to those like straight while I'm like working out or like doing homework or something. I gotta say my favorites are. I'm not gonna give an order just because this is just off the top of my head. I go Master Quest,
Hmm.
Battle Frontier, Advanced Battle. Advanced Battle is the um,
I think it's the one after.
or whatever Unbeatable is. I think Unbeatable is one of the best.
Oh, dude, that intro itself is good with Rayquaza in the background.
Yes. Hold on, I'm
I think
trying.
that's the one where Ash is like. I think that's the one where Ash is like standing on like it shows them on a hilltop, and you have Rayquaza like just in the background flying next to him. Oh, that's so good.
Hold on, I'm trying to get it up. I think those are some of my favorites. Um,
You know what? Since we're
I didn't
talking
like
about this,
the
you saw Detective Pikachu, right?
yeah.
Were you also as excited as I was when you heard the red and blue theme songs playing at the end credits?
Oh man. Dude, that's taking me back. Oh yeah. I'm trying to remember. That was so long ago when that came out.
I liked the movie. I really did. I
I
loved the
did
movie.
too.
The music in there was great. The soundtrack is good. Like in the scenes and in the fight scenes, it was pumping. But when the credits came up and I heard that sound start playing, I was like, "Oh, don't tell me." That remix was so beautiful. And the fact that all the cast and crew were animated in the Pokemon style, oh, that was so good.
Oh yeah, dude.
And
You remember so much of this stuff. I'm sad that I can barely remember these.
I remember because it's because it was one of those things that I had always wanted, like Pokemon in real. That's what I always wanted to see. And then when I finally got it, I was like, oh, it didn't disappoint me. I was so happy.
Okay, so yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I just watched like a second of it and it just like immediately like came back to me. This was solid.
I bet you had like just I can already imagine that you were just like, no way
I
when you heard it.
I took my little cousin to go watch the movie because I got her. She's gonna be 10 years old I think in December, and
Time to
I
kick
taught her
her out, give her some
Pokemon.
Pokeballs, and tell her to be a Pokemon master.
That is an awesome idea. Hold on, I'm
You're
writing that
10 years
shit
old.
down.
You're 10 years old. You got to fend for yourself. Here's your Pokeballs. Bye.
I hope she understands though. She told me over the summer that she started watching the Pokemon show. So whatever was on
The thing you
Netflix.
need to do though. Here's the thing. You need to tell your family what you're doing, so they can all be all on in on it, and they can be like, "Oh yeah, it's time, and we're gonna miss you, but don't forget to come home every once in a while." And just see what she does. Have your mom like make her a little like a little sack lunch and be like, here's some food for about a week. You're gonna make sure you get to the next town, and
Hey, but
you can get food from there.
go talk to Nurse Joy. She'll help you out. I
Just
gotta get
watch
her
her
the rubber
walk down the
gloves
street
though.
by herself.
What?
Just watch her walk down the street by herself.
Yeah. You see the Chick-fil-A? They can give you a little bit of food.
That'd be so funny if she's like completely into it though. Like she's like, oh yes, I've been waiting for this, and she just it's a complete 180, and she just takes off. You gotta be ready to go catch her. She goes on by herself.
Oh my god, I feel like she would.
It'd be funny though.
She would not know what I was talking about though, because I don't think she understands that much. I mean, like about like the that part of like Pokemon,
It'd be
like
funny if
she's
she.
just
Well,
getting.
I think that's what will be so much more funnier, is that she's like, I have no idea what's going on, but
She
if they're
has
telling me
no
to
idea.
go, I go.
Just be
I
like,
actually, the
see
reason I
ya.
brought up Detective Pikachu as well is because I just recently bought the DVD.
Hmm.
I don't know why it took me so long. Um, but just that movie, dude, that movie's so good. I loved it.
It was pretty good.
Um,
I'm glad I went and I took her to go see it. It was pretty good.
they're making a sequel, aren't they? Or like they're in production, like getting it done,
Are they?
something like that. Or at least I know it's confirmed that they will do a sequel. I'm not
Okay.
sure if they're waiting on the second game to come out so they can base it off of that.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think that's what I was told.
well, what about the fact that we are now getting the Super Smash Bros. Cinematic Universe? Because we have Pikachu, we have Sonic, we have
Mario's coming into
Mario's
play
coming. I was gonna
next
say that. I
year.
was gonna say we have something else. We had something else, and then Mario is coming. Holy crap! We have the Super Smash Bros. Cinematic Universe, and I, for one,
You
cannot
know,
wait.
I honestly would love to go see Mario, and then when the movie's over, just out of nowhere, you're not in the CGI world anymore. You see like a little cliff, and the camera pans up, and then it's just Link's hat laying on top of the cliff.
Yo.
And then the screen just goes dark. No words, no nothing. And then it just says, and then it just says grab an invitation
Oh man, that'd be cool.
with three dots. And then that's when you and the three dots. I'm gonna go even further. The three dots are the stamps that are on the Smash envelopes.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I was gonna say the two outcome or like the two end credit scenes that I would prefer would be one if what if the like going back to like the cliff, what if you saw like Master Hand? Like there like all you just see is just like the floating hand and then it goes dark. And then
I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna
hold
do
on.
you one
I said I had
much
two.
better.
I said I had two.
Okay, we'll go.
Then the other one would be, I don't know what kind of scenery it would be, but you would just see the envelope falling from like the top of the screen and just like floating like paper until it hits the floor, and then you can just barely see the Smash Bros. Logo like with like in the wax on the envelope, like you just see the envelope like falling, and that's how it ends. Just like maybe it's a black screen or
Ooh,
something. I don't know.
now I have two. That would be, and like the second one's like a mixture of what you just did. The first one I was gonna say is a mixture, the redo of mine, like with the camera panning up, and when it goes over the cliff, it comes up on a rock, and as it goes up, it's just the Master Sword sticking out of the rock. That's what I would do,
All right, all right.
and then just kind of just fade to black. And the second one is kind of like what you just said, but with the envelope. But we'll mix both of ours together. The
Okay. What if there was like an
envelope itself. You, hold on. You hear like paper moving, right? You hear
okay.
like like paper unfolding, and then it's the sound of somebody opening a letter. The envelope itself floats to the ground, and when it hits the ground, like it's kind of like where I'm sure you've been there where you open envelopes and when you set them down, they kind of just get they kind of get restuck again on the adhesive.
Yeah.
So I can see that happen. Like it closes up when it's falling down, and when it hits the ground, it lands next to Link's shield, and you just see a silhouette of Link reading the letter.
You're really going hard on having Link in the movie. You
Well, because
really are. I was
think
going to
about
say,
it.
what if we
Well,
saw
think
like a
about it.
Star Fox ship just like zooming by? But that'd be
Well,
really good if it was a secret.
I'm trying to think like Nintendo and a financial situation where Mario and Legend of Zelda are like the hottest games aside from Pokemon,
Okay.
and those are the ones that you would advertise, especially with Breath of the Wild 2 being so close to release.
Oh,
Like if this is
that's true.
just say for example, this is what they were planning, you would do your higher assets first, and then stuff like Star Fox and everything that haven't had anything since like 2000. You introduce them all at once in the main movie because there's nothing really to bank off of, you know.
Okay. Okay. I can see that, but but it would be
So you
hard
do
to
your
have
big
development
stuff.
for that though. Maybe a little, but
It
they
would,
might
but
be able to
you
do it.
don't. You
Um,
could also just like copy and paste like the game lore instead of having to create a whole new.
that's true. What if they
Plus,
did
if we have a Smash Brothers universe, I don't think people should argue about it or about how certain things don't make sense, like how Mario movie was 3D and then it cut to like like a real film set. Don't be you can't question it because we have Marvel.
yeah.
The
I don't
multiverse
think
idea
you
has already
should
been done.
question whatever goes on. I think you just kind of got to roll with it. You just
Smash
got to.
Brothers doesn't even make sense. Legend of Zelda games are all mixed up, but yet Ganon is in all the Smash games. Like you can't question the games and then question the movies.
Yeah. What if? Oh, and
But I
here's my
just
favorite
think,
one. Here's my favorite one. I think. What if the
go
movie
ahead.
just kind of ends, and you know how in Endgame, how like the credits finish, and then you just hear the hammer hitting the very first Iron Man suit, or it's just like the
Yeah.
hammer on the steel, and that's all you hear. There's nothing visual there. What if?
Hmm.
What if like at the end of the movie or end credits or whatever, all you all you all you hear is Kirby just saying hi, and that's it.
Oh my God.
Super weird. You just hear
That
hi.
no picture, no video, just a black screen and Kirby's quote. That would make the that would make everybody cream themselves.
that would
That would
that would be awesome. That was like
that
that would
would
be
make everyone cream themselves, and that'd be the funniest thing ever. I don't know about you. I personally I would love a Smash Brothers universe if like that's what all these companies are trying to build up to.
I would love it too. I think it'd be awesome.
I,
Just I
I'd be completely fine with it.
I say you just got to keep rolling with it.
I'm really excited to see Idris Elba as Knuckles, though. I really want to see how that works.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was playing Knuckles. That'd be cool. I want to see how they do it because in Kitna, that's what they're called, right? Because I remember in the very beginning of Sonic, they were like bad, right? So I wonder how they're gonna flip it around.
I think it's gonna. Have you played the original games?
No.
Okay, so I mean, it wasn't dialogue to begin with, but so in the original game, like in the first Sonic game that Knuckles was introduced in, he was working with a Robotnik.
Mm-hmm.
I think mostly because Eggman tricked him for the most part, just like in any other lore. He kind of tricked him, which is why he was working with them. Uh, excuse me. So I think that may be something that happens here.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe maybe Knuckles is a part of that, or at least has a relation to that tribe that was trying to get little Sonic Boy.
Mm-hmm.
uh, and I don't know. I think just maybe Eggman has something to do with it about why he's not with them,
Mm-hmm.
or I don't know, or maybe they could just turn it around and like he's good from the beginning because he is
Maybe.
a different color. That's the main. He is a different color,
Oh.
so it could be just like a symbolism that he doesn't involve himself with that part of the tribe. I don't know.
Okay. Do you remember when I watched it and I told you guys that in the movie they kept talking about like the mushroom world or whatever, and I think that's where Eggman like ended up at like at the end. I really thought they were talking about the Mushroom Kingdom in that movie. I was like, this is going to be how they join all
Well,
the
it's
universes together.
interesting. Well, it's interesting. I didn't. It's interesting that they did that, which I think again has something to do with Knuckles, because in the first game that he was introduced, not even introduced, the second game technically he was introduced. The first level of that game of Sonic and Knuckles is a mushroom level,
Oh, okay.
where most of the stuff, and this takes place, mind you, pretty sure this takes place on his island, on Knuckles' island, and there's a whole part of mushrooms. Now, my whole thing is maybe I don't know because we don't know like how it may work, but I think the mushrooms were kind of like a hint that he may find Knuckles there.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
that's what I'm kind of thinking, or like there's going to be some kind of relation to that because there's mushrooms for a reason. They wouldn't have just a mushroom planet just for a joke. I feel like that was a reason. It was specifically a planet full of mushrooms.
Right. Right. They obviously
So
had to do. They,
I don't know.
you don't do something without reason. There has to be a reason for everything that they do. You know.
Exactly, and that's what I'm thinking. Like I think the mushrooms have a bigger thing than what they were led out to be.
Hmm.
But you got any more topics? Or
I. I mean, we had an entire list, but like we can cut down to whatever we need. Maybe we can change them up for the next time.
well, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I guess if you want, I want to talk about the Oreos. The reason I want to talk about Oreos is I saw something I never saw that I never knew I needed until the other day.
Okay. Well, hit me. What kind of Oreos you
What's
find?
the Well, they're regular Oreos, but I found a party size.
With
Did you know they
four
make those?
with four sleeves?
Yeah, did you know they make those?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh,
I
okay.
was at HEB the other day and I saw like the double stuff Oreos, the one that's like mostly just cream and so all these different ones, and they were all like family size. And then I went to one little shelf that had party size, and I looked at it for about 5 seconds and grabbed one because I knew I needed it in my life. I never knew they made party size Oreos.
They do make party size Oreos, but I can't eat. I don't
I
know.
would
I guess it kind of
never.
depends, but like I still have Oreos from like weeks ago, and I've barely gone into them. Maybe it's because I'm at school and I don't snack as much, but I don't know.
Is it me or do you also kind of prefer the little mini Oreos?
Ooh, I do like mini Oreos. I haven't had them in a
I
while.
usually put
I've
those in
had
a
a
little
box
bowl.
with me since like April, and I haven't even opened them yet. I don't know why. I like the
Mini
thin.
Oreos just hit different.
Thins are pretty good though. I like people diss the thins, but I don't mind the thins.
Oh, those are really good.
Yeah. What kinds are your favorite? Which ones do you like?
Which one?
Which flavors do you like?
For what, Oreos?
No, for pizza, yes, the Oreos.
Oh, you know what? This might be a little not off topic, but this might be a little random to kind of choose. But the golden Oreos, they're kind of one of my favorites.
Okay. Okay, I can respect that. I do like the golden Oreos. I do like
Not a
those.
lot of people eat them, but I don't know. It's just like a different. I won't eat them all the time.
Yeah,
But
they're
if we happen to
underrated.
grab a package, yeah. But if we happen to grab a package, then I'll definitely dabble in some golden Oreos. I also like the Christmas ones that have like the green and red
Ooh,
marshmallow.
The
They taste
Christmas
like regular
Oreos are
Oreos,
good.
but they're just so cool because I like the little snowman shapes that they have on them.
Hmm, those are pretty good. I gotta say, my two favorite. Well, the one that was my favorite for a while. Um, actually, hold on. What was it? Because there was a actually, hold on. So there was a specialty one for s'mores, and I really love those. And they were only like seasonal, and they came in like a mini box. So it was like a half size box of them, which kind of sucked. But they were really good. It had like the chocolate and vanilla in there, kind of like the for like marshmallow taste, and then
Ooh.
the cookie was like graham cracker, which is pretty solid.
Yeah, Oreo comes like in my opinion, Oreo comes up with really cool flavors. There are some that I won't probably try, like I like pumpkin. I like pumpkin pies and everything. but the pumpkin spice Oreos look a little weird. And then there was some that I was pretty sure were like a cream soda flavor. I'm like, okay, you guys are doing a little too much.
Yeah, they do a little too
I
much.
don't know.
Um,
They have a lot of random flavors.
they
I
kind
don't think I'm sure they're selling for a reason. Like I'm sure
of
they're good for people,
someone's doing them.
but for me,
And then you have
yeah.
the Oreo
And
flavored
then,
Oreos. You know what I mean? They actually have the
do
cookies and
you remember the
cream.
ones with little pop rocks inside?
No, I was thinking of the ones that are actually cookies and cream. Like the cream is cookies and cream. So essentially, it's an Oreo flavored Oreo.
You don't question Oreo.
You don't question it. But I gotta say, the other two, I like the chocolate peanut butter pie. That was my favorite for a while. Still
Ooh.
kind of is. And then the one that came out like earlier this year, that was absolutely delicious. It was like strawberry donut. It was something like,
Oh, I think I saw those.
yes, I ate like an entire box in like 2 days. They were so good. I haven't even seen them in a while. I'm like, these are the best Oreos I've ever had in my entire life. Like, no
So
joke.
going with that, I can assume that you love the blizzards from Dairy Queen.
I don't get Dairy Queen a whole lot. I really don't. Um,
Really?
yeah, I have one like maybe like 15 minutes from my house, but I don't go up there too often. I really don't. I don't know why. Um, I just don't.
I actually I got pissed off with Dairy Queen a few months ago.
Of course you did.
Well, it was over the stupidest shit though. So
Again, of
you
course
know the
you did.
color commercials go when they say like DQ. That's what I like about Texas. And I'm like, yeah, we got some cool shit. We got Dairy Queen. And then I hear these people who like, I think it was actually Dylan, and they were talking about how they love Dairy Queen. They love going to Dairy Queen. I was like, my own state lied to me. We don't. We're not the only ones with Dairy Queens. Those bastards. That was so.
Your commercials actually said that you're the only state with Dairy Queen.
Oh no, that's how I always implied it
Oh,
because it
I
always came up as like Dairy Queen's like a Texas thing. And then
oh
when I found out that they're everywhere else, I got pissed off.
okay. I have a serious question for you. So I saw this
Go
guy
ahead.
online. He was remaking something that they have at Dairy Queen, but they don't have it at my Dairy Queen, probably because I'm a little too far north. But since you're from Texas, this guy might be from Texas or like close to it. So I have to ask you: do they
Okay.
have country fried steak fingers at your Dairy Queen?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome! Oh, I wish mine had that. Because he
Yes,
was
we
making them, I'm
do.
like, that's freaking delicious looking. They don't have that
Yeah,
in
yeah, we
Maryland.
have. We.
Oh my god, I wish we had those.
I, yeah, we got those. You got a little thing of gravy on the side. Oh, I love it.
Oh my god. Oh, I wish we had those. It's a
Hold
shame
on.
that Maryland isn't
Let me
southern enough.
let me actually double check. I'm pretty sure the last time I went to a Dairy Queen, and that was like 20 minutes away from my house. Last time I went to one, we had those.
Oh
So
my
let me
god.
see.
I tried making those for
Let me
myself like a month ago. It did not turn out super well. There's a few things I needed to
I
change.
accidentally, I accidentally put in, does DQ have children?
What? Does DQ have children? Do they sell children? I really hope that's
I
not
hope
what they do.
not. Let me see. Chicken fried steak,
That's awesome though.
fingers. I'm pretty sure we do. Let me see. Yep, DQ's crunchy golden steak finger country basket is served with crispy fries, Texas toast, and the best cream gravy anywhere.
Wow. Okay. I might need to make a visit to the South or something.
Now I don't feel sad about having Dairy Queens everywhere else.
Yeah, you can't
I
get
mean,
that.
I'm
That's
I'm
a that's
saying,
a that's a location based item. I'm pretty sure.
I'm saying, dude, when you and Pat get to come down here one day, we're all going to Dairy Queen.
That's you're making that up right now. Yeah, when you guys get here, Dairy Queen on me.
Dairy Queen. I'm serious. We're all going to Dairy Queen
Well, I'm gonna go to Dairy Queen just because of this.
just because of the steak fingers.
Just because of the steak fingers.
You know what? I'll get you 2 orders.
Two.
How about that?
Wow. I'm gonna feel like a king.
Pat can get some.
Pat Pat can get an ice cream cone, single scoop.
Okay, this will kind of top off podcast because we're talking about chicken fingers and stuff. How are you with gravy? Like with the country gravy that you usually get from like stuff like that. Do you prefer it?
So I'm a little weird. You got it, but you got to hear me out for this one. I am not a
Oh, I
fan
hope it's the same thing.
of like breakfast sausage. It's never been
Hmm.
one of my favorites. I never really like breakfast sausage. I don't like it. It's brown. I'm not big on sausages.
Hmm.
I'll put it that way.
I hope not.
But eating like the gravy for like the country fried steak, that shit's really good. And so I've in the past year, maybe last few months, I'll just say the last few months, I've been eating more of like the gravy for it. So like I went down to South Carolina for vacation. I think I got like 3 meals that week with something with like some kind of like gravy on it, whether it's my eggs, my biscuits, whatever. And so I mean you can't
Mhm.
really take the sausage out. So I've gotten like used to eating like the sausage just only in the gravy. That's the only time I'll eat it now. But like that kind of gravy, I'm getting used to it. And it's pretty good. I really do enjoy uh, that kind of
So the
that stuff.
reason I asked you is because my family thinks I'm weird when it comes to going to this place like Dairy Queen or Whataburger.
Hmm.
Do you want to know why?
Because you order something really weird. Oh,
No.
you go
I
get a burger and then
always
you go to Dairy Queen just for the gravy to put it on the burger.
no. It's worse.
What? How's that? I
I
mean,
always order an extra cup of gravy to drink.
okay, that was that one's a bit much for drinking. Okay, if you were putting it on your burger or eating it with fries or something, I'd agree with you. But if you're actually putting like a straw in there, I don't
No, no,
think I
no.
can
I
defend
just
you.
I just clasp it like a no. I just clasp it like a cup of tea and just go about my business.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a little weird.
And it got to the point where like we'll go like to Whataburger, and I'm like, I'll just get the chicken strips. My mom's like, you want a gravy to drink with that? I'm like, you know what? As a matter of fact, I do. It's just something I do, and I get picked on for it. I like gravy. It's not my fault.
Okay, well, I think we're just gonna end there, just because you're starting to scare me a little bit. So I don't need to hear what that you're drinking your gravy anymore. Uh, so we
Oh,
are
Ed, Ed, just do it like that.
so we are just gonna end it right here. Thank you guys for listening to the Corner Table podcast. We really appreciate it. Blue Panic will be back in December, maybe. I don't know. Whenever they're rotating, guys, they're gonna rotate a little bit. So he'll be back soon. So thank you guys so much
Hmm.
for listening. Make sure you follow both of us on yeah, subscribe to both of us. Follow both of us on Twitter. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.